Hey, what's good, everybody? I'm gonna do a quick high vibe collective reading. I hope you guys are all well. Let me see. I'm gonna start off with the Sacred Forest Oracle. I want to make sure I shuffle them good because last week I kept getting kind of the same cards, and I was like, I know I'm shuffling them a lot, but I think that was just the energy. So I think I was doing the reading too soon, right? Like I did a few readings last week, so okay, I'm not gonna take this, obviously. Let me see. So any message for the collective for this upcoming week? Any message for the collective high vibe? Or those that are on their spiritual path, right? I mean, you don't always have to, obviously we all have our little obstacles, so. All right. Wolf Spirit Family. Oh, wow. I love this one. Unicorn Purity. Wow. So I think this one's pretty self-explanatory, right? Wolf Spirit Family. And also this Unicorn Purity. So wow, I mean, talk about high vibe, right? Like going into the week with that. Look at that. See, my little tribe is over there barking. That's like I mean, at this point it's more than just, she's like my spirit animal of all spirit animals. Okay, I'm gonna read let me read the unicorn, right? I don't know, I feel like wolf. I've interacted with the wolf enough that I know what it means, right? It came to me in dreams. It's actually protected me. I mean, I've had a whole pack of wolves protecting me in the spirit world. So let's see what the unicorn has to say, right? Because I've only had a vision of a unicorn once. Oh, that's funny. I just mentioned, was it the last reading I did? I think I just mentioned in a reading I did about the unicorn, an encounter I had with it. So unicorn purity. You peered through the tall oak trees into a sacred meadow. In the center of the meadow, illuminated by a single ray of sunlight, stands a radiant, noble, pure white unicorn. The aura around it shimmers, wavers, and sparkles, as if the unicorn was lit from within by 1,000 dancing stars. This card can appear when you are ready to step into the innocence of a child and see the world with the eyes of wonder. Traditionally, unicorns represent purity, innocence, hope, faith, high ideals, and miracles. When you stop looking at the world through the lens of your past, you'll find how fresh and wondrous the universe truly is. The past doesn't need to define you. Know that life can begin fresh and new. This card can also appear when there is the need for inner purification and renewal. Take time to release what doesn't serve and support you in life and watch the miracles unfold. Unicorns are symbols of magic, of miracles, magic, and enchanted living. This legendary creature can call the seemingly impossible into reality. If you have a dream that has eluded you for a while, this card is letting you know that all things are possible. The purity of your heart is emerging, and it's time for sweet innocence to flood your being. Purify your life, step into your innate innocence, and believe in miracles. They are coming. The spirit of the unicorn says, no matter what happened in your life, step into your innate innocence. You have a pure soul. You are a child of the Creator. Let go of the past and see the world with new eyes. And almost miraculously, wonders will abound. Wow. I mean, I feel like that message was as much for me as for the collective, right? So, I mean, it's beautiful. I resonated with so much that was going on with that. You know, I've always wondered if readers, I mean, obviously, if you can see this reading, you see that my channel's fairly new, or this little journey of me doing readings online is fairly new. So, you know, I had done it before, but then I stopped, right, really briefly. So, not just that, there's other things too that have been coming around. Something from my past too that I didn't care to revisit. I was like, you know what? No, I'm good. Like, I don't want to. I felt like maybe that would lower my vibration, and it's not something I want to entertain, right? So, any other messages from the Sacred Forest? Wow, that was... Oh, okay. Wow, Bear Spirit. Healing, right? I've already shared in other ones. I don't want to kill you guys with my stories, right? But yeah, the berry definitely came to me during a time of healing. You know, so right now I guess it's a time of really understanding what you have around you, right? And it's winter. Wow, I didn't even think about it. Obviously, right? It's a time when it's cold. Really, there's no reason to be. I mean, unless you have to be running the streets. But obviously, it's always a time for families to get closer because you have to be, really, right? Uh, the harsh weathers or things like that. If they're keeping you indoors, it's always a chance to bring that family closer. Or you know, in tough environments, you know what I mean? I was in a situation once where I was, you know, I'm from California where it's nice and sunny most of the time. And, you know, all of a sudden I was living in negative 20 degrees for a little bit, you know, for a few months and had to survive, you know, and you get real close with people, right? When you're in that environment, you know, so just pay attention to those you have around you. Really, it's a good time to lean on each other, right? You know, become closer as a family unit. Purity, the unicorn. I mean, I read it. You guys know what it means. Healing, right? So it's a time for healing, self-reflection as well. So let me get one from the wisdom of the elders. That one just jumped out, but I'm not going to take it because I know I just opened up the box and it was, that was funny. Like he just wanted to talk, right? So let me see. Let me make sure, because yeah, like I think the energies were very similar last week. And it was all about a new beginning, right? Starting for the high vibe, it was all about starting a new journey and this and that. So now it's all about like, see, the journey's already begun. And okay, so any advice, any messages with the wisdom and any messages? Bam. Sweetgrass, sacred medicine, strength, right? So the healing and the strength. And I mean, you could see the berry obviously represents strength as well, right? So sweetgrass, sacred medicine. Sweetgrass is one of the 4 sacred medicines to native people, right? Or at least native people here in the north. Oh wow. Spring, new beginnings. I know that one that came out, right? So it's a time of purification, right? New beginnings, healing. You know, I guess maybe, I think it's really emphasized that if there's things from the past, that it's a perfect opportunity to let them go, right? Like you don't have to be revisiting, you know. Let me just read about sweetgrass, because that's probably the one out of the 4 sacred plants that I'm least familiar with. I know what it's for, but let's see right here how deep they went into it. So sweetgrass, sacred medicine. Sweetgrass is the 4th sacred medicine. It is placed in the north direction and is directly related to Mother Earth. As such, it is referred to as Mother's hair. It serves as a way of connecting to her and can be used in healing circles. See? I knew I was reading it for a reason. Healing circles, because it has a calming effect. And while smudging, it promotes peace, kindness, and purification. What did I say about purification? Sweetgrass has a pleasant and sweet aroma and can be used to call in the ancestors or those in the spirit world. Special significance is paid to sweetgrass because it's the only sacred medicine where ceremony is so heavily involved in its collection and through the process of braiding. Prayers are spoken while the blades of grass are picked, then again during this interweaving of each braid. Since the level of care and attention involved in the harvesting process of sweetgrass is so significant, it helps shed light on its traditional teachings. Although individual strands are easily broken, there is incredible strength where they are braided together. When they are braided together, as the individual strands are intertwined, they become impossible to break. The importance of the braiding symbolizes strength of family. Bam. Everything is, I just love it when everything's gives confirmation. As the individual strands are intertwined, they become impossible to break. The importance of the braiding symbolizes strength of family and of community and reinforces the lesson that the support of others can fortify our own internal strength. If you have drawn the Sweetgrass Sacred Medicine card today, it is a reminder to savor the sweetness in your life. Oftentimes, the most cherished moments we experience are fleeting and may even be fragile, but it is important nonetheless to appreciate those moments. There might also be a call to connect more closely with others, either to our ancestors or community or family members. We are never alone in this life, and there is strength in numbers, both through our ancestors in spirit and to those closest to us in the physical world. So there it is. Yeah, you know, I know, like, I use it obviously when I'm praying and connecting with my ancestors. I mean, for purification, usually, I mean, for, you know, cleansing the space and everything, I usually use sage, palo santo, right? Like, I got that. Obviously, you know, cedar is another one. I won't go into all that. So let me just finish this off, right? Obviously, spring, new beginnings. I love how everything's going together, though, right? So everything's going. I'll get one from the Animal Oracle just because this is probably the one I use the least. Just because, well, I love that the spirit one is there, but the hawk is there. But let me just shuffle. Yeah, because I think the messages always come. Oh yeah, this was always the hardest one. Like when I started using it, the cards would get stuck a lot. So I was like, you know. So usually when I would use this one, always more than one card would come out at a time. So that's why it's the one that I would use the least. But you know, sometimes like that, two cards come out anyways. Sometimes they just want to talk. And okay, so any messages from the spirit animals? Although we already have the wolf, the bear, right? The unicorn. So the unicorn came to me in a vision once, and I instantly, like, I couldn't believe it. I was happy for probably more than just a day, right? I was like floating. I was like, did I really just see a unicorn? And I walked up to it and touched its horn and everything. And, you know, I was just happy as can be, right? Like, I was like, I really just dreamed of a unicorn and touched the horn and everything. And I couldn't even, I can't even describe. Like, even right now, when I was reading, I think the thing about the unicorn, my whole, you know, everything was lighting up like a Christmas tree. Or I forgot. I think, yeah, when I was reading one of them, I think everything was just lighting up. So any messages, I know I'm talking a lot. Any messages from the spirit animals? Any messages from the spirit animals? Or is that it? All right. So the porcupine, wow. Time for beginner mind. You guys want me to read it? Because I love this little, you know, because it looks so innocent, but at the same time, look at this porcupine. They straight out put it in warrior mode. So I love that one, right? Like, it's beautifully adorned, but at the same time, it has this warrior thing to it, right? So it's just ready. I mean, I think it's self-explanatory. I don't know if you guys want me to read it. I'll just leave it because I think I've already read a lot. You know, like, when you think about it, like, porcupines walk forward knowing that they're protected, right? They got their quills. So if anyone comes up to them, like, they're pretty protected, right? You've seen, like, or I've seen videos when there's animals that thought they were cool and they were going to try to eat it anyways, and there's quills going through their cheeks and all this crazy stuff. They can't get them out. So it's pretty interesting, right? Like, I've seen some animals get really hurt trying to mess with the porcupine. So I think it's asking for that, right? Like, it's really asking. I don't know. There's nothing really sacred, right? Like, my whole mind just connected right now. Like, I was even drawn to the shadow, but the shadow made me feel like the porcupine is never alone, right? Like, on this journey, if you feel like you're not going to be alone no matter what, right? And there's this crazy thing, like the great design, right? Like, the whole kind of cosmic thing, right? Yeah, so it's definitely like a whole spiritual journey starting, right? I almost want to read it, but I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Yeah, I'll read it next time if it comes out again. I think just that, know you're protected as you go on. It's like, it's definitely connected, right? This is a high vibe reading. I forgot. So it's like, you've been through this before, right? You know what the deal is. Like, you can see beyond the veil, right? That's what this reminds me of. Like, you can see the inner workings of behind the scenes of this earth, right? And, you know, you're on a mission. Like have that enthusiasm again, right? Like, maybe, boom, you went through all these things that made you forget, like, forget this, I don't want to do this no more, blah, blah, like all this stuff that you had experienced. And now this is like, you know what? It's like someone that just woke up, feeling refreshed, and it's like, you know what? I'm ready. Like, I got my little warrior suit on, you know, it's me and my shadow. You know, like all ready for, like, I don't know, just this little warrior, but very spiritually in tune kind of thing going on here. I don't know, I like it. Like, I guess it took me a little while to really tap into it, because I was struggling between, I'm just gonna read the book, and then after I was like, you know what, okay, I just allowed the energy to flow, and I guess that's what it started showing me. Really beautiful card, actually, now that you know, it even gave me chills. So I don't know, there's something really powerful about this card, right? I don't know what it is. It really got to me right now. Wow, that's crazy. Like, I just got all this energy from it. So I think that's it. I don't really feel like I need to draw any tarot cards. Okay, I'm just going to do it just because I know this is probably a short reading. So let me just do one real quick. Because I feel like I'm supposed to just do a really quick... let's see what. Okay. So the last message then, anything you just want to say to the collective? Any last message for the collective, or any advice for this upcoming week or the remainder of the month, whatever message you want to give the collective? All right. Why did this come out? I almost feel like something wanted to... like something wanted to force itself into this reading. Like, see the way this person's just watching? Man, don't be bringing the... don't be bringing the high vibe reading down. It's almost like if someone's watching as you're stepping into this journey. But, you know, it could be someone that betrayed you in some way. And if you're on this high vibration now, like... okay, any advice for dealing with this energy, right? Why is this... I mean, I know why. Like, we don't really see... we don't really need to ask why someone's upset if you moved on and you're on your high vibration. Like, what's the problem, right? Like, if someone wanted to come along on that journey with you, they could have. So what's the deal? Like, damn. 10 of Pentacles. Whew. So I don't know. I guess maybe someone's realizing that this is you, right? You are the 10 of Pentacles. Maybe they didn't see you like that before. Obviously, right? 3 of Swords, heartbreak, sadness, third party. Maybe someone chose the wrong person, right? And now they see that you are the 10 of Pentacles. So I just be, damn, okay. Well, let's, you know, maybe you're going to hear from someone from the past, and that's going to, you know, I don't want to give any advice about, I don't want to give any advice about, like, you know what to do, but I really, you know, if someone brings your vibration down and this and that, I would say don't entertain it, right? That's what I would say. Like, Okay, I'm gonna take one because I feel like that's what this is all about. Like, this is crazy. Because I should have just ended it with that, but I guess that's what these readings are about, right? Like, really getting into the energy. It even kind of gave me a little headache, this thing. And look at how this person's touching their head. It looks like they're just right there, like, almost like, you know, like, it gives someone, like, someone's gonna stress themselves out trying to, like, just, I don't know. They're just not in a happy mood. 8 of Cups, walking away. Wow, beautiful. Desire for more. So, hey, letting go. Bam, you know, it's like, hey, I think I'll leave it at that. I don't even want, I'm like, I don't really want to say anything else, you know? You know, and there was this King of Pentacles, successful business owner, maybe. I feel like I'm supposed to end it there. But hey, I like this one, you know? Walking away, desire for more, letting go. Ah, man, I shouldn't have even gotten this one because I feel like, well, you know what? Hey, that's a part of this evolution. You know what? I'm not going to argue with it. If that's what it wanted to show, you know, obviously, right? I mean, if you're already on this path, why in the world would you want to step into, like, something? You know, I mean, I don't know if something you were dealing with has changed, but just by the way this card is, it's like, it's someone that still looks unhappy, right? So let's say, you know, you reunite with someone from the past and they're still in this energy. Unless they can show you something different, right? But, okay, man. Okay. Is this energy, has it changed or is it still the same? Like, I'm just gonna. I went to shuffle these and this one was already upside down. Wow. It says boredom, unhappiness, jealousy. See, so I think it's someone that it's more out of just, I don't know. I don't know why. I'm going to put this one back because let me reshuffle, right? Because, man, okay. I just got to spit it out, right? Like, I know I'm overthinking it. Because it's crazy, right? To step into. But you know what? That's a part of life, right? We step into these. The past, see? It's something from the past, right? Nostalgia. I mean, this card's not necessarily negative, right? But it's going to be on you, I guess. I'm really not going to. So this is, take it how you want to take it, right? I think everyone's story is different depending on the situations, right? If it's someone that was, you know, there's certain lines that, you know, like there's certain things maybe can be forgiven, right? Like, let's say someone was busy and, you know, things like that. You guys just weren't on the same path at the same time, different things like that, right? Or there's different things. But, you know, if someone was, like, abusive or someone was, you know, someone that would gaslight you, someone that was narcissistic, something like that. It's cool to forgive people. Maybe it's just reigniting to bring closure. So you can look at it like that. Don't think you need to. If you revisit or see someone from the past, doesn't mean you guys got to move forward. Maybe it's just to close, you know, give it the closure it needs and then move on so you could continue your journey, because this is such a beautiful journey. I wouldn't want to have anything deter this journey, right? And I really resonated with it a lot as well. So like I said, it's a collective energy. So maybe there's a lot of us right now that are on some kind of path in a spiritual sense, and there's going to be things from the past trying to come back in. And if you're at this level already, I don't feel that you'll make the wrong choice necessarily, But you know, that's part of the test, right? You're always gonna be getting tempted to look back, like the story of Lot, right? With the that they say that, you know, I mean, it's a metaphor. I'm like, now we see it as a metaphor, right? Because I've always been curious as to why. I even heard someone say once that it wasn't that, oh, she looked back and she turned into a pillar of salt. It was that she went back and then she got close enough to the explosion that turned her into a pillar of salt or something like that, right? Like that's what, or something from the radiation of the explosion or something. But it wasn't just that, oh, she looked back. It was that she went back, something like that. So, you know, just be careful about going back. Well, yeah, look at this is the past, and you know, they put something that, you know, whatever. I mean, you know, you don't have to have the gender on there, but it's almost like, oh, very, you know, the flowers and someone that's enticing you, right? Like that, even the way they're standing, like, hey, don't you want this, you know? So don't get hung up on the gender, but just, you know, the way it's kind of calling, and how it's shadowy too, kind of gives it that, I don't know. All right, I'll end it with that. Hope you're all well. Peace.